I'm Chef Noah, and this is Cooking with Noah. Today, I'm cooking with William Wilkinson Jr., also my grandfather. So today, what will we be cooking?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for having me here, Noah. We're going to cook a dish that I saw online, but I'm going to put my own spin to it. So it's a dish with a bunch of aromatic spices. So we're going to get started now.
Let's get to cooking.
Alrighty. First, we're going to put some garlic. You're going to put a 2 teaspoonfuls of garlic in the pan.
We have already pre-measured our spices, and we will just put it in the pot, correct?
Correct. Hurry up, we gotta go, Then you're gonna put 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Then we're gonna put in 2 teaspoons of curry powder. I'll do this while you do it, because I'll have to keep stirring it because it's getting kind of hot. Okay, we'll turn it down. Then we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of turmeric.
This is our turmeric?
Yes. Then we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of cumin. And now we're going to add some coconut oil. The recipe calls for olive oil, but we want to have a flavor to go along with the coconut milk that we're going to put in here.
So in the original dish, they use olive oil?
The original dish uses olive oil. And then you're going to put in, I'll keep stirring, and you're going to put in, well, yellow onions. Turn this back up again. So the heat comes up. Yep.
So what we're doing is putting our onions in our pot with seasoning.
Yep, we're going to put, whip it up. Just whip.
All your onions.
And your onions. And we're going to try to let them brown a little bit to get the flavor of the onions to go through. Not only if you can smell it, you can smell the different spices together in there. Okay, we'll let it go. We'll let it go a little bit longer, and maybe turn up some more heat underneath this. Okay, and here we can see it sizzling.
So after you put in the onions, what do you do next?
We're going to dump in our chicken that you cubed up earlier, and just give it a little more.
So when was the first time that you made this dish?
I guess it was during the pandemic, about maybe 3 months ago. Okay, just hold this. We'll see if we can get that. Here we go. Okay, now you do the stirring. Hold on the pot. Figure the pot. You stir the meat around gradually. You gotta go. You know, it will help if you take and kind of get the spoon up underneath it and then turn it over, because you want the spices and the onions to mix in with all your meat. So go from the bottom and turn up. Bring the bottom up to the top as you turn it over.
Thank you.
There you go.
So have you ever cooked this dish with any of your family?
Yes, I've cooked it maybe about 4 times, and with my wife and the daughter and grandson. We've had it, and they seem to have liked it.
Okay. So we just want to stir our chicken in our pot with all of our seasoning.
Yep. That's right, you bring it up from the bottom.
All of the seasoning is on our chicken.
That's correct.
And all of our chicken is getting hot.
And you can really smell the spices in there now.
Mm-hmm.
You see how some of the chicken is turning? Yep, that's the way it's cooking. Yep. There you go. I know you're left-handed, so let me try to get to them the other side because it's kind of tough for you. So we'll bring some of this over like this.
Okay. So you said you put, instead of olive oil, you put,
Coconut oil.
is there anything else different away from the recipe that you put in by yourself?
Well, I took out, this recipe didn't have the coconut oat milk and cream of chicken soup in it. So it had tomatoes in it, and I'm not too much of a fan of tomatoes being cooked in, you know, like stewed tomatoes or anything like that. So, and I thought it might give it a better spicy taste. Okay. So here, next thing we're gonna take, you take and you put your can of coconut milk in and stir it in.
Into our pot. If you do it slow, it will splash. So I advise that you do it a little quick.
Okay. And then we might as well add our can of cream of chicken soup.
Okay.
Here, maybe use this spoon. I'll get this one out of your way. And the heat's coming back up. Okay.
Just make sure you've got all your cream of chicken soup out of your can and into the pot.
Okay. So here's your spoon. You can take and kind of bring that over.
So once you've applied your cream of chicken soup, and what was the other thing that we put in?
Cream of chicken soup and coconut milk.
So once you've added that, you just want to stir it and make sure it's...
Yeah, and then we're going to add something that wasn't called in the recipe. I'm going to put in some mixed vegetables because it's really like a one-pot meal. That way, except where you might want to cook some rice and pour this over the rice.
Okay. So a one-pot meal, as you would guess, it's just a meal that is cooked in one pot.
Right, it's just like a stew. Go ahead, you can stir.
And as you apply your mixed vegetables, you want to keep on stirring.
Might add just a little bit of water.
So where did you find this recipe?
I found this on a recipe online. The original recipe was online. And the original recipe only called for like, I put a half a can of water in there. The original recipe only called for like a couple of teaspoons of water. So really it would be kind of, compared to what it is, it would be kind of dry.
Okay.
And then once it gets up to a boil, mixed up, I usually cook this in the oven because you don't have to come back and stir it as often because, you know, to make sure it doesn't burn on the bottom.
Okay.
So what we'll do, the frozen vegetables, I cooked them. We'll put them in the microwave and cook them so that, you know, they wouldn't be frozen and it wouldn't slow down the cooking.
Okay.
Since they were already cooked already, but they're warm.
Thank you for the fact.
Yep. So the main thing is let the chicken you get done because everything else is, you know, but it shouldn't take that long. I usually let it cook for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. You have to. You wait to hear it boil and you know, boiling, pluck and you put the top on. And just like rice or something, you'll turn it down to medium or low and let it go for itself. So I think we'll have to wait, and I guess we'll come back and see what the finished dish looks like in a few minutes.
Okay, so now that our what do you call this dish?
I will just say type of curry chicken stew.
Okay. So now that our curry chicken stew has been on for 45 minutes, we are going to scoop some to taste.
Little warm, little warm.
Very good.
So today I'm glad I had a chance to cook with you, and hope to see you again, to do it again.